Hi guys, a very good morning everyone. And first of all, don't be scared. I'm completely normal. मुझे लगता है कि I am fit and I didn't see any symptoms, but my roommate saw one of the symptoms last week, so he was out of breath. So I'm a little bit scared कि अगर मुझे कुछ हुआ, then I don't want to affect anyone else. So that's why I'm going for a checkup today. And other than that, I want to say that when I was going to Helen yesterday, so I went to a shop and in that shop someone was coughing very badly and then I came out immediately. So something could have happened and that's why I don't want to take a risk because I am going to my uncle's home today and वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा elderly लोग हैं, so I don't want to affect anyone whatsoever, whether it's public transport MARTA. So that's why I'll be going to Grady today and I checked there's one Grady hospital right next to my gym. So पहली बात तो मतलब every gym is closed. Our GSU gym is closed, our apartment gym is closed, and maybe Georgia Tech's gym is closed too. So that's why I couldn't work out these days other than like push-ups and squats. Anyways, the point is that today at Grady they need three things. Number one is ID, any government issued ID. That will be my license because I've got it, so I no more need to carry passport. Number two is going to be my insurance card, and number three is I have an option to take an appointment in advance, but my roommate said that he had to wait for 10 hours when he was out of breath at hospital. So I want to take appointment but I don't have time, so I'll be walking in once again. So let's go. So the Grady Hospital is like 15 minutes walk from my home, and special thanks to my roommate for these masks because he works in construction, so he gets these masks for absolutely free.
What's up?
Just for check.
You have an appointment?
No.
Okay. Let's see, where are you going to?
Just for checkup. Like I was with someone who was like coughing.
If you go out this door right here, and you go all the way to the right, you'll see the ER. Don't turn, keep going straight. And like the second building on the right, you'll see Grady Walking Clinic.
Oh, so go straight here.
Yep, go right down the Jessica Hill. They'll be on the right hand side.
Perfect, thank you. So I was in the wrong direction. There was emergency line. I need to go to Grady Walk-in. Just for checkup, like all
Okay,
day.
what are your symptoms?
No symptoms.
So you're trying to get tested?
Yeah,
For what?
any checkup or test it either works. No symptoms today. Oh, so I cannot even talk to a doctor? Oh, sure.
Yes or no?
And how much is the fee? I have insurance. How much is the fee with insurance? Thank you. It's so weird. They're sending me back to that emergency room because they said anything related to virus has to be seen there. So now I'm out of the hospital and they told me if you have any symptoms yesterday or any day before, you can self-isolate yourself. They don't have the test kits readily available right now. The only way they can check is by admitting me in a hospital and then sending the samples to CDC for results, and it can take days. So that's why it wasn't good decision for me to stay there. And I think it's a big issue because 45 million, that is like 15% of the country's citizens don't have health insurance, so they cannot get any checkup for free. And I'll be going back home and check कि मेरे कार्ड के थ्रू मुझे चेकअप का कितना प्राइस लगेगा या फिर मतलब अगर एडमिट होने का कितना लगेगा. It will be like a 5-star hotel treatment, पर खर्चा भी बहुत ज़्यादा होगा.
Is covered normally based off your policy.
So you're trying to say that if I don't have symptoms and I just go there unnecessarily for a test, then I will have to pay the full amount, right?
Yes, if you don't have symptoms, you go there for the test, you'll have to pay the full amount.
What will be the amount? Any idea?
That depends on where you go. The doctors make the amount. We don't as your insurance company. So the doctors tell us, how much they want to bill.
Okay.
So when you go
What if I do have symptoms and I still go for a checkup and I find out that it's negative? Will you cover in that case?
that would be considered a sick visit, so it would be based off your plan. So you still have a deductible, you would have a copay, and then you have co-insurance.
So how much is the deductible in my case? Can you please tell me how much is covered?
So say after they find out you do have the virus, testing is 100%, so you don't have to worry about that. You have a deductible in-network of $150 per policy year. And then co-insurance, we cover 80% the preferred allowed amount. So for cost, you're going to look at your deductible for $150, and then you're also going to have a 20% charge after that.
So अगर आपको नहीं समझ आया, let me explain in simple words. So whenever you're going to an hospital, you first have to check on your own, on your insurance, कि उस network में वो hospital covered है या नहीं. Because whenever you will go to an hospital, they will say, you have insurance, then this treatment should cover it, because they just assume that your insurance is good enough to cover every hospital, and this so and so ilaj, yeah, this so and so X-ray will be covered, and every like treatment, blood test will be covered. But that's not actually true. It depends on your own insurance. But luckily, I have decently good insurance. My roommate has like one of the best insurance, so it's much better than mine. But mine insurance is like ISO insurance, and I paid $530 for 1 year, so it's not that good. But my roommate, even though he has great insurance, it was bad experience for him, because he had to wait first of all 10 hours at Grady Hospital just to get his turn, because in the middle of the night he got like a breathing problem, pneumonia. That's one of the symptom of COVID-19. So he ran to the hospital, and he waited, then they did some blood tests. But even more shocking than the treatment or the checkup is that they will tell you about the bill 30 days after you did the test. So he asked them, hey, will my insurance cover my X-ray scan? They said it should cover. But that's the scariest part, because if it doesn't cover, you will get bill of maybe like $50,000 as well after maybe 30 days. तो ये बहुत डरा देती है. मुझे तो ऐसा लगता है अगर $50,000 सुन के ही मतलब हार्ट अटैक वाली फीलिंग आती है. You can like go into debt. You can even become homeless. That's how a lot of people in America become homeless as well. So it is very important to have a good insurance and to check which hospital is going to cover you or not. So that's the number one important thing. And now the next important thing is मुझे hospital क्यों जाना पड़ा? Why I was scared? And the reason behind that is there are 6,000 plus cases here in the United States, and especially in Georgia there are 146 cases. That's more than the cases in India. So that was kind of scary. And मैं अपने uncle को visit करना चाहता था. I was planning to visit some of my grandparents who live there, and my uncle and aunt, and I didn't want to affect them at all. So that's why I thought like if test kits are available and if I can afford like $50 to $100, तो दे के test करवा लेता हूँ so that they don't get affected. I don't care about myself because I'll be fine. Because I've watched a video online by CDC that they said if you're fit, you will not even get major symptoms. Pneumonia तो होगा ही नहीं. You will get maybe cough, cold, fever, and you don't even have to go to hospital in 80% of the scenarios. That's according to CDC. I will leave the link of the video in the description below. So that's why I thought I will be fine, but I don't want to affect my grandparents. So that was the reason, and I thought like जल्दी से हो जाएगा and मैं अपना टेस्ट करवा पाऊंगा. But I found out there are 3 scenarios in which you will be covered for the COVID-19 test. Number 1 scenario is you have insurance, you have symptoms like cold, cough, fever, etc. And number 3, you actually have the virus. Then you are 100% covered. But if you don't have insurance, only some US citizens can be covered. But talking about immigrant, you have insurance, you have symptoms, you have virus, you will be covered. Now, number 2 scenario is you have symptoms but don't have virus after the test, then it will be treated like a normal checkup or physical test, etc. तो उस केस में 80% cover होगा. That's my insurance. आपको अपनी insurance से खुद check करना पड़ेगा. You have to call your insurance and find out how much you will have to pay. So let's say कि after the test the bill is like maybe $3,000 or even $10,000. My insurance will cover 80% of it and I will have to pay $2,000. It could be like that. If like I have serious symptoms like maybe pneumonia but not the COVID-19, then maybe like up to $10,000 मुझे pay करना पड़ सकता है. If the bill is like $100,000, I'll have to pay $20,000, so 80% cover करेंगे. So just giving an example, it's super expensive. It could be that's the worst case scenario, but in best case scenario, if the bill is $10,000, you will have to pay like $2,000. Now number 3 scenario is that you don't have symptoms, you don't have the virus, and you still want to get it tested just for the sake of the test. You will have to pay on your own. The insurance will not cover that because you just want to do something that you don't have any sign of. आपको मतलब सबूत नहीं है कि आपके पास है, so that's why you have to pay for it. So that's the bad part. So you will have to pay like $100 to $200 जितने का भी टेस्ट है. I don't have the exact idea. So it's according to some website I checked, it's $50 to $100 you will have to pay and then get it tested. But they don't have the test kits right now. I thought Trump announced that you have the test kits, but they said they will be putting me in a hospital for like couple of days. So it's scary. The bill will be super super huge, and insurance might not cover that because I don't have symptoms, I don't have virus, and they will be sending my samples to CDC, and तब पता नहीं 2-3 दिन लग जाएंगे result के. So I didn't want to pay $10,000 to $20,000 because that will not be covered by insurance because I don't have symptoms. So that's why I didn't take the risk. I'm very grateful for that. Now what I can recommend as an international student to you guys is that if you are an immigrant, definitely get one of the best insurance right now so that the wait time is less. क्योंकि यहाँ पे कास्ट सिस्टम चल रहा है, अगर आपकी इंश्योरेंस बेटर है, आपकी बारी मतलब आपकी टर्न पहले आएगी and you will have to pay less in the end. So it's the right time to buy insurance. मेरा रूममेट भी मुझे बता रहा था one time what happened was his friend had to go to hospital and his insurance wasn't good, and he knew that some CT scan or some kind of scan will not be covered by insurance, and he resisted. I don't want to get it done, but hospital knew that he has some kind of problem. They wanted to get it done, so they just made him do it even though he didn't have insurance, and he had to pay $10,000 and that was not covered. So इस तरीके से काफ़ी US citizens are becoming homeless, in debt. So I don't want anything like that to happen to anyone. So be careful and get a good insurance and check which hospital is covered under which insurance before you go to that hospital. And one more fact, there is a church near my house, and वहाँ पे अंदर shade पे एक दिन एक lady बैठी हुई थी, and I just talked to her and she told me she became homeless because she couldn't pay her $80,000 debt because of health care and she didn't have insurance at that time. So इस country में मतलब health के related कुछ भी मतलब खोना बहुत ज़्यादा expensive पड़ सकता है. So definitely take care of your health and definitely get a good insurance. That's it for the video. So stay fit, take care, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.